Hello, and welcome to the Recap from Jupiter, a show that is actually just a little guy folded up in a much bigger, weirder looking thing. My name is Scott.
You do realize that makes you the little guy.
Yeah, I am the weird.
Because it's certainly not me.
I am a weird little guy folded up inside a much larger project.
Yes. I'm the quack man. Hello, everyone.
Yes, and
I'm the quack man. Ski da 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 do. Da 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 do. Ski da 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 do. Come on. Da 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 da. Ski da da da. No?
Scatman John
Nothing?
Carruthers did a crossover with Ultraman.
Of
That
course
was
you
a
did.
real thing that happened.
Worst part is, I thought of that joke after the episode last week when I did Quack Man. Wait a minute. That sounds like. I've been humming that song for the past week, waiting for that joke.
Speaking of things we've been waiting for, we are waiting on our pre-orders from hobbylinkjapan.com, and so can you by using the link in the description. Right now, you can. Let's see, what's our pre-order? New product D. I bet that's a gyan. I bet that's a gyan.
Or
You can
Hobby, or
also get in
maybe a
on the
Shadow
back
Gundam.
orders of the G-Quux and the Red Gundam. Those will be going ahead. Those will come to you when they are ready. I think we're already on a third printing of the G-Quux. I think they've been banging those out pretty fast. But HLJ is great in that they will hold your orders until you are ready to ship. They offer a number of options for shipping, reasonable prices in your local currency, and otherwise, I buy from them too much. Too much, Jeff. How about you?
Yeah, the backlog over there is getting pretty sad. It's not all HLJ, but a good chunk of it.
Yeah. Yeah. So this week we are talking about episode 7, Machu's Rebellion. Rebellion spelled in katakana. So it's rebellion in English, not any of the words you might use in Japanese for rebellion or counterattack, which is a choice. That's a choice. This
It's an
episode
odd choice, but okay.
This episode is directed by Shinosuke Ito, best known for 6 different episodes of Witch from Mercury, including the last one. Written by Yoji Enokido, who did all the episodes of this show but the first one, and let's just say Gunbuster 2. That's the one we'll pull from the list. And we are starting this episode with some changes to Clan Bat, because at the last minute, whoever is organizing this has said, actually, we do it inside the colony. Our illegal death game that is illegal, and we need to maintain a certain amount of, not getting the cops to chase us. That needs to happen inside now.
Yeah, I wrote down red flag, crimson flag.
Big flag. Big flag.
When I heard the Psycho Gundam last week, I immediately went, the colony is completely ruined. The Psycho Gundam nearly destroyed Hong Kong. You put that thing in a colony, we got a Kshatriya and unicorn situation.
Oh yeah, they're just holes. Just holes everywhere.
Yeah.
Holes inside 6, all over the place. We then quickly go to a flashback to last episode where everyone's hanging out at the Shrine in the Rain. And, Machu lets Nyan know that, look, Pomeranians are going to sell us all out. We got to get out after this fight. And Nyan just asks, so do you love Shuji? Like, do you like him like him?
This came out of left field for me. This had me going flashbacks of Gundam Age. Like, I know we don't get a lot of time, but what? I understand they're dumb teenagers, but at the same time, you barely know this guy. But I got to keep reminding myself, no, they've actually been battling for several weeks now. We just don't know that.
We skipped a lot of time in episode 4 there. We skipped a lot of time.
Like I said, we're getting a lot of Gundam Age, like that first couple of episodes of the season 2 of Gundam Age, where they're like, "Oh, we're best friends." You literally met each other at the beginning of this episode. It's not quite that bad, but still.
Yeah, we went from first day of school to summer vacation real fast in Age 2.
Yeah. So okay, sure, why not? you're in love with a crazy homeless man.
Hey, it's not his fault he doesn't have a house. It's
I
that he
am
spends all his money on spray paint. A problem many of us, I'm sure, have had at some point.
I'm very quickly being convinced that he is not the pilot of that Gundam.
I,
He's
I,
just a necessary tool to make it work.
he is meat parts. He could, in fact, be
Yes.
meat parts. Yeah.
The reason I thought that is I rewatched last week's episode where they grab him and use him as a shield. And I thought when I first watched the episode, the G-Quux grabbed a beam saber and killed it. No, that was the Red Gundam grabbed a beam saber while it was being used as a shield and killed the other guy.
Yeah.
And you immediately see the guy, Chuji, who has a fever and he's completely out of it. As soon as that happens, he snaps into focus, grabs the thing, kills it, and he's back to, like, I think he's just a piece of the machine. I don't
Yeah.
think he's really doing anything.
Yeah. So we cut back to the start of the clan battle as Nyan and Machu do a little switcheroo because they have a scheme. They have a scheme afoot. We Machu's mom gets some exposition about clan battle, and then we cut to Cassilia Zabi, who looks like Annie Lennox, and I dig it. I dig it.
No, I do appreciate that she's walking around in a suit, very professional, very diplomatic. And as soon as she gets back on a Xeon's uh, ship at the end, she hooks up back in her old
Gear.
snake lady garb,
Yeah.
ninja assassin, crazy snake lady.
Yep. So she has come to Side 6 to give them a lot of money to help her
Yes.
develop the solar ray system, a system that will enable the mirrors to redistribute sunlight for Earth agriculture. Something that, is totally normal and respectable. The Soviets tried it twice. There's a bunch of guys who just got $20 million to launch CubeSats to do the same thing. Two James Bond villains have attempted this. I mean,
Mm,
there's absolutely no one in Gundam who has used the
mm,
sun for evil. This has never
mm,
happened.
mm. Now immediately I went, oh, that she's giving a ton of money, and this dumbass mayor, who, by the way, I thought Cameron Bloom would be in charge of this. No, he's still a side guy.
Yeah,
We do finally see him. We've been
it's
waiting for him to pop up for a while.
it's been
But
five
this
years and he
mayor,
still can't get promoted past the second in command. And this mayor,
but even
go.
this mayor's an idiot, and Cameron Bloom at least is like, something doesn't feel quite right here. Why is she doing this? I don't care. I'm being bowed down to by Azabi. She's giving me all this money. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, this guy is this politician. He's not a Gundam politician. He's a politician that's wandered in from Captain Harlock. You know, those
Ah,
feckless twits who literally stop Parliament in the middle of an alien invasion to watch golf. You
yeah.
remember the Captain Harlock politicians? This guy would watch golf. This guy is watching the Psycho Gundam blow up his house because he's got money on the fight and he's still got golf on picture in picture because he also has money on golf. This is
I
this
do.
idiot. He's an idiot.
I do also like that. Like they talk about the clan battles, and he's like, "Oh yeah, clan battles aren't they illegal? Yeah, but do you realize how much money we make off those? Like,
Yeah.
okay, so that's why I was like, like highly illegal thing that's happening is broadcast and no, and for everyone in the solar system to see, and no one's trying to stop it. He's like, no, he's literally not trying to stop it. He's perfectly happy with the way things are right now.
I do not like this man. I do not like
So
this man. I hope he gets blowed up.
well, it's basically like it's illegal. The same way, like in St. Louis, fireworks are illegal. Even on the 4th of July, they're, quote, illegal. The cops won't do anything about it. On any other day, they will. On the 4th of July, it's kind of an unwritten rule like, yeah, we don't care on the 4th of July, but any other day of the year, we're going to come out and ticket you. Even though it's illegal.
yeah. Again, the enforcement of law is the law. You can write
Yeah.
whatever, but it is the enforcement that makes law. That's a very
Oh,
key kind of
al-
philosophical thing to discuss.
also, fun fact: it is illegal to use squirrels for bedding in the state of Missouri.
You know,
Not sure why we have that law, but we have that law.
we can talk about a bunch of zombie laws. Zombie laws are a great topic. I can dig up a few. I think, like, I'm pretty sure Toronto has banned kite flying, but that might be for racism. That might be for racism.
Just go fly. I'm gonna stop.
Yeah. Toronto, the town where fun goes to die. Anyway, speaking of fun going to die, uh, the Green Base is watching this happen, and they are seeing Manovsky level spike. They're seeing Psycho Frame activity spike. They have no clue what's going on. They like Chalia Bull's not there. Javier's not there. They don't know what to do. These people lack initiative fundamentally. Fundamentally, they do not. They're not perceptive people. I think Shalia may have brought a bunch of newbies along specifically so he could do schemes.
I'm convinced that's exactly why I brought them along. Like these guys are, I don't want to say idiots, but unless
They're,
they have orders, they don't know what to do.
they are too new to scheme. They are too new to know how to scheme, and that's why they're there. Uh, so we see that we see that the clan battle starts, and what should start but a big box floating through the sky, which provokes a response from customs officer from last week. Why is our AC unit flying away? And the Hammurabi's there. The Hammurabi and the AC unit.
Yeah. Can I first off say, every new suit introduced in this episode, I bloody love.
These are good redesigns. They are very good redesigns. Like, people can get mad at the Zaku's, but no, these good. These good.
Oh yeah, but the Hammurabi is riding the giant AC unit. Like, I'm sorry, I know you're in a colony, but an AC unit the size of a skyscraper, really?
I mean, if you were okay, um, I am not an engineer. I understand that these colonies are very big, and that you could build an AC unit that big. I imagine, to my mind, I would rather have like 50 smaller ones distributed throughout, because that just sounds easier to manage. But, you could also do one big one. You could do one big one. Why not? As a treat.
Because one side of the colony is gonna be frigging frozen, and the other side's gonna be really dang hot.
Yeah. That just like my house before I switched to Central. I had window AC for a long time, and I could again, not powerful enough to cover the house. Speaking of not powerful enough to cover a house, Dan Mason is normal sized. He is a normal sized man, and he's given us $5. Thank you, thank you, Dan.
Dan, you're a normal sized man, and we love you.
Yes, normal sized man with a super thanks. So super thanks to you.
Daniel Mason, I will always do it. I will never stop.
The Pomeranians are like, wait, that's a mobile armor. Is that allowed? And I'm like, this game has rules?
Right. It's like, well, first off, maybe not, and it doesn't really matter. They're not even here to fight you.
Yeah,
They're here to kill Cassilia.
like, this is all a pretense. The cops are also here. The cops are like, actually, we are going to stop this clan battle going on inside. But as the Psycho Gundam transforms, we get the Zeta music. We get the Zeta music, and I as happy as I was with the disco in episode 3 or episode 2, no, this made me happier.
Yeah.
This made me happier.
So the music kicked in. The Psycho transforms. Give me that high grade Psycho now. I know I just bought one, and I don't care. I'll buy it again because that thing looks vicious, and I love it.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be like 9,000 yen for
Yeah.
this one, I think, probably.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, don't care. That's about right. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I will pay that.
I will get
my
that on
wallet will like me.
HLJ.com. Show me my pre-orders.
Boom. This is that is secret item queue at this point. I don't
Yeah,
know. The
yeah,
point is,
like
it's coming out and I'm buying it.
yeah, if it happens, we're getting it. That's how it's gonna go. Speaking of getting things, Machu is like, I will steal the money from Anki because Anki's gonna sell me out anyhow. So I'm just gonna break into her safe. I'm gonna steal her money, and who should interrupt her but Anki? And she's just like, yeah, actually, I have decided that I don't like you, and I'm going to steal your money and your gun, and I'm gonna shoot you with your gun and get away. And Anki's like, bitch, you can't kill me. You're not cold enough to kill me. You don't have that. And she's right. She doesn't have it in her to actually shoot her
She
point
pulls the
blank range.
trigger,
She does pull the trigger.
pulls, and I suppose it gives her a haircut. And
Yeah.
Anki, she falls down. It's like, okay, new pair of shorts needed.
Yeah.
And and she runs out of there with a bag full of money, which
And
doesn't stay in the bag
Haro.
very long.
And the gun.
And Haru and the gun. She took the gun. I didn't remember if she did. I thought she threw
She
the
may
gun
have
down.
dropped it. She may have dropped it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Either way, she's making a run for it.
Yeah. And we cut back to the battlefield as the cops and the Gundams and the Psycho duke it out around each other, and the Kira Kira starts to happen. The Psycho frames go hot. Everyone starts to freak out because the Green Base guys are like, oh, we're going to have a Zeknova. A thing that you'd know what it was if you'd watched the movie. This is a failure of the layout. It's like they've said Zeknova once, but you don't know what it means yet. So,
They
like,
kind of sort of give you an idea in that episode. I know it's a big giant ball thing. It was used to stop the asteroid drop, not the asteroid drop,
yeah, no, the
the base
asteroid drop.
drop.
Yeah.
Well, it is an asteroid, but it's a big freaking asteroid. Which insanity to drop that on the moon. But anyway, but it transported the Gundam away along with a chunk of the asteroid.
Yep.
The same thing happens here. It fires up. The red Gundam fires up on its own. I'm convinced Char is in there at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody's in it. It fires up and it pulls in Shuji.
Yep.
Now, Nyan tries to hang on to it, like, come with me, run away with me, come with me. And he's like, where would we go? Say, well, I don't care. We'll go wherever. Oh, all right. What? Shuji's an idiot. He's a crazy homeless man.
Shuji just
And he
nopes
gets
out.
pulled back. He just gets pulled back in through gravity, new type magic. Don't know. Back in the cockpit, as soon as he's in there, the Zaknova warps up and it transports the Gundam and along with a small chunk of the concrete underneath.
Yep.
To where
Uh,
we do not know.
we will find out probably.
Mm.
All the while, our psychotic Gundam pilot, our psychotic psycho Gundam pilot, our cyber new
There you
type
go.
is freaking out because she's just getting into the Kira Kira mode and she's very excited. Cassilia also hears the Kira Kira and knows she needs to bug out. And she's Cassilia's on the roof, getting to her escape pod. The cops start trying to shoot the Psycho Gundam. The Psycho Gundam does something that I'm going to describe as some halfway between Unicorn NTD mode and Ava Berserk mode, I think
Right.
is how I'll describe it.
The way I wrote it down is Ava meets Gurren Lagann. Because
Yeah.
when it took off all the armor, it had some serious Gurren Lagann vibes going on. But the armor is spinning around, funnel like just, new typey magic, ramming into everything. There's not really any weapons on it. It's just ramming into
banging
stuff.
into people. Yeah.
Right. And she's firing off all the cannons on the thing, just annihilating the colony. I'm surprised it's still in one piece when it's all over.
Yeah. Yeah. Machu makes her way to the G-Quux, which is now empty because Nyan has run away, I guess. And
she just left it under an underpass.
Also at the G-Quux are the cops. Some more cops. And they're like, hey, Machu, we're going to shoot you. And Machu is like, no, the Gundam pulls her in.
Right.
And she's like, I'm going to get out because I have a Gundam and you're just a SWAT team. You can't fight Gundams. You're a SWAT team. That's the rules.
I said on Twitter, this was a great episode of Neo Genesis G-Quux because there's a lot of Ava going on in this episode. Like, okay, if Char's in the Gundam, who's in the G-Quux? Because that thing is sentient, it seems.
Yeah, I think the number of views is important. I think that I think the psycho frames in this universe have people in them, and I think we are going to find out who subject number 6 is at some point.
Mm. But yes, I wrote in capital letters when that happened. SHIT. That's not good.
Yep.
She pops in, flies off, and goes to try and stop the psycho, but things have gone bad. It's climbing to the top of a skyscraper like King Kong, where Cassilia's on top. But what should show up to save the day?
Javier in a gyan. Where did he get a gyan? Probably from that guy on the subway.
Probably.
Probably.
Don't. That Gyan is awesome.
Oh,
I
it's a
want that as a
good
master
gyan.
grade.
Again,
That is the
if
that is. Been lots of fan art of what Gyan would look like in this universe. I've seen is like, nope, this was better than all of it.
yeah, this was again great redesign. He shreds one of the arms off the psycho straight off. He's there to protect Cassilia as she gets out, and then we also have the Sodon, the green base swooping in, firing all cannons, trying to help, and then the Bro just shows up and wrecks everybody immediately. Because as it turns
Perfect.
out, being able to be your own Mav, to be able to shoot people from 4 directions at once, still the winning move. Still a winning
Yeah.
move.
They call it the Kikaroga now, but Bravo, same thing.
It's the
It's going
Bro.
around. Yeah, it's using the fly-by-wire system. It's like I call it 1/4 of a Zeong, just a couple fingers
Yep.
on a flying wire system, and just cooks the what's the other suit?
The Psycho and the Hamrabi,
Hammurabi.
yeah.
It cooks the Hammurabi right off the gate. It does take a little bit more to take out the Psycho, but it eventually does it.
Just
But
by
yeah,
mass. Just by mass. Not by any sort of talent.
that poor Hammurabi just getting smoked pretty dang fast. Like, oh,
Rest
I
in
like that
peace.
suit. Mm.
Rest in peace, Gates Kappa. You were
Yeah.
a guy from that one episode of Zeta Gundam.
And now you're a guy from that 2 episodes of G-Quax. Congratulations, you doubled it this time.
I had to double check though, because Cassilia has an 8, and I'm like, is this guy a deep cut? Is this guy a guy I should know? I double checked. He is not an old guy. He just has
Okay.
a haircut.
I do like they called him called the man from Jupiter the Gray Ghost. Don't I remember that was his nickname back in the 1 Year War days?
I think that's something out of like the Girin's Greed games. Yeah,
Okay. Like the
everyone gets
Gray
a nick.
Ghost.
People don't get nicknames until the Girin's Greed games. Man, that's how it
Yeah.
works. Everyone
The
got
Gray
nicknames
Ghost.
there.
I immediately thought of, oh, cool, Batman loves this guy. But anyway,
Oh man,
um,
a world where
I
Adam West dubbed Chaliapol.
I want to go to that world. I'm just saying that sounds fun, actually. Anyway, um, okay, so they
Machu is
start picking
freaking
up.
out. Machu is freaking
Machu's
out.
freaking.
She
She's been
is
arrested.
she gets hit. She's about to shoot some cops, and then Chalia decides to hit her with the calm down laser beam.
No,
The chill out laser beam. You need to not be angry about going into the Kirakira, young lady. At which point the front of the Kikaroga unfolds to reveal a small dude. Why is there a small
that
dude? I don't know. I don't
I don't know,
know.
but I want that. I want that thing now. I don't know how
That
they would
that
make that as a model kit, but
that
I
that
want it.
I suspect that would be 100. That would be like 13,000 yen, not
Yeah,
9,000 yen.
that'd be a big yen purchase.
That'd
But
be a big one.
that also screamed Evangelion to me.
Yeah,
Uh, it-
it's got like jet alone arms. Yeah, it totally
yeah,
does have the jet alone limbs.
but they get Machu. They put her on the green base. Her name and picture gets posted all over the internet, all over the web, all over TV, what have you, space CNN, and her mother sees like that's my daughter. Oh my god!
You know,
And
if you
I
just
went
talked
into a
to
bit
her
of a
about
deep.
being a jellyfish, maybe she would not have resorted to to illegal death battles and also crime. Maybe
Yeah,
that's the lesson here.
I did go on a
Dan,
bit of a
talk
deep
to your
dive.
daughter about being a jellyfish before she does illegal death battles and crimes.
Good
Just
call. Good
Dan.
call.
Non-Euclidean almond water. You don't have to talk to your kids at all.
Non-Euclidean almond water. That's a name. And the Spartan Project.
You don't. You
But
also can talk to your kids whether you only if you feel like it.
yes, but yes, Spartan Project says she's going through Kira withdrawal. No, she's actually on the Atherin now, and it's nowhere
Yeah.
near as good.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely it. Is that she thought that this was romantic, like Atherin would, and it turns
Yeah,
out that no, this is just happens to everyone is allowed. Everyone's allowed to participate in Kira, and she's not special, and she's not dealing with that, which is the
I
Atherin
went
situation.
I went on a deep dive this week because I thought it was 100% with you. Like she is not Haman Karn. She is not. And then last week I'm like, what is she?
Nah.
I still don't think she is. But after the deep dive, like they didn't reveal her father. They revealed her mother, and she was a diplomat. Like the father's still a secret. The only reason they would do that now, I still not buying it. But
Yeah,
where I thought it was
I
complete
don't think your
nonsense at the
dad's gonna be.
beginning,
I don't think your dad's gonna be anyone that interesting.
that could just be a red herring. But it did start to make me go, huh. But yeah,
Nyan has been taken to Cassilia's spaceship, which has little eyes on it. Someone has painted the angry eyes on the front of the ship, like it's a World War II fighter jet.
she designed the Zaccarello. It had a face.
It did have an
Let's
angry
just
face.
say
It did have the
she
angry.
likes
The
faces.
Zaccarella had the angry face.
She likes faces on things. I don't know why. Anyway, but yeah,
Um,
she ends up. I do like that the gun just pops down in front of her. She puts her hands up like, "Oh no, I'm gonna be arrested." And he's like, "No, I'm not here to arrest you. You're
you want a
really
job?
good."
You want a
Yeah.
job?
She's like, okay."
Okay.
So now she's on with Cassilia. Cassilia's like, "Congratulations, welcome to the team. Proud to have you as a member of Xeon." She's like, "This is weird." She's
Yeah.
gonna have her own suit soon. She's gonna be a fighter pilot.
Yeah, they're gonna give her
We
something. We're gonna
he
see
pu-
this fight get messy.
she pulls. She's now convinced that Man from Jupiter is not trying to kill her. Like, oh, he saved my life. You don't even need to be on there. I trust him implicitly. We're fine.
Smash cut.
Later find smash
Smash
cut
cut
to
to
him in his
Chalia and
office
Sinus sharing a bottle of
drinking a
wine
bottle
and
of
explaining that we have to kill all of the zombies. The only way
right.
to maintain peace in the universe is to kill all the zombies, which is not wrong. Not wrong. But
I'm pretty
also,
sure wasn't that Char's plan?
yes. Yes.
Look where they ended up.
I mean, he's in a giant he lives in a giant robot probably. He's doing great. He's doing great.
And my favorite thing is he's stuck in a robot. He is still manipulating people.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
He's still blowing crap up and manipulating people. Like, you're a robot now, dude.
Yeah.
Don't care.
You know,
I've got a meat puppet named Shuji. I'm going to make girls fall in love with him and then just, emotionally manipulate them because that's what I do.
Jan gets offered a chance to have her family and friends evac to Xeon, and she's like, I got nobody, which is real downer moment, because I thought she had, because a few minutes ago she was pretty sure she had friends, and now she's pretty sure she doesn't, and that's sad.
Well,
Speaking of
Machu's
sad,
locked
Machu
up.
is in the brig.
Shuji's transported off to God knows where.
He's on the moon.
The only friends
he's on the moon.
Her Pomeranian friends have all stabbed her in the back.
Yep, they sold her out.
The only friend she's got is the Haro, but Machu's got that. So, well.
Yeah.
Wait, but she's got the box bot. Her best friend is on her head.
Yeah, she's got box bot at least. She's got the orange box. That's fine. It'll be fine. And there we go. That's the episode. Things really escalated. Next week we will be going back to the past. We will be finishing out the flashbacks from 79, like when Char tried to blow up the moon.
Yeah, that was the thing that happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think all the stuff we didn't see in that episode you were talking about, we're going to see next week.
Yeah. This is where it all clicks together. There will probably be even more.
I'm betting too. There's there's some more stuff coming next week that's going to make this was the realign moment. Like, okay, everything we've been talking about has been leading up to this. We've now switched everything. We're going to feed all the information you need to understand the whole process and go.
Yeah. 3 episodes of nothing but action and anger and probably new type madness. So much new
Yes,
type madness.
we've had lots of new type madness. It's it's getting weird. I like it.
I dig it. I dig it. I also, again, the do you think? God, just the Psycho looked so good. I was so happy with just seeing
Oh,
this thing stomp through a city
that's
again.
that
So
Psycho was
good.
terrifying and beautiful, and it scared the crap out of me. Something out of it looked like a giant evil knight,
Yeah,
but it still looked it had a Psycho Gundam feel to it. The face and so beautiful. And it,
good.
like I said, really reminded me of Gurren Lagann. I was curious. Is like anyone work on Gurren Lagann was doing in this episode?
We can double check. We can double check down the list. But again, it's a Studio Kara team. They know what they're doing. They worked on
Yeah, well,
that.
like I said, it's an all-star team. So even if there could be someone on there, who knows? This is like every time we read an episode, it's like, okay, here's the guy who directed this episode, and he's done a crap ton of amazing stuff. Here's the next director, crap ton of amazing stuff. Here's the young director. He's only been doing this for a few years, crap ton of amazing stuff.
God, just so much talent on this. And I know they've been working on this for like 5 years. This has been jumbled and juggled around just because of the plague and like, okay, we need to get Hathaway done first, and Witch from Mercury took precedence and pulled a lot of people away from a lot of teams. But getting this out now is really exciting. I'm really happy with it so far. Again, I think Shalia is the only character that's really stuck with me so far, but I'm really enjoying this. I'm looking forward to the next 4 episodes to see how this wraps up. And again, God, just getting the Zeta music right there as it transformed was so hype. Leo Point moment earned.
Well, like I said last week, Witch from Mercury, I found my favorite characters. I find my favorite storylines pretty fast. This, I don't really have a favorite character. I like the designs, but I am curious about the story. If nothing else, I'm coming back to say, okay, where are we going now? Like I can predict some of the things that are going to happen pretty easily, but how we're going to get from point A to point B is the curiosity right now.
Yeah. Uh, where we're going right now though is HLJ.com. Link in the description. Get your
Hmm.
pre-orders in. Get your back orders ready because these are piling up fast. But again, right now you can get a pre-order for the August release, which is new product D, probably a Gyan, maybe a Hammurabi, who knows. But again, get your back order on the G-Quux, get your back order on the Red Gundam, and look forward to restocks of the Gelgoog and the Rickdom anytime soon. The link is in the description. I like HLJ.com. I am very happy to shill for them. I have to shill for light bulbs for my day job. I don't care about emergency lighting at all. But I am very glad to be like, no, HLJ, I really like them. They're great shipping, great customer service. I've never had a problem with these people. Everything works out. Anyway, the link is in the description. You can tune into us next week where we will talk about episode 8. But until then, take care of yourself.
This
And
has been a guy who talks about light bulbs and a guy who educates small humans talking about giant robots. We'll see you next time.